So while that's happening, just set your iPads aside as it's going on, and I'm going to show you briefly what this is. And I actually think this app's really pretty cool. It's a really simple way to make interactive stories, essentially. And so basically, when you click on Storehouse, let's take a look here as you watch. What comes up is it'll look like this, and this is a little confusing because it doesn't look like there's anything there. But you'll notice that if you swipe to the left here, you'll see there are all these different stories. And so what's cool about this is if you were to click on any story here, what it is it's just a, like I said, an interactive story with pictures, videos, etc., that allow you to either do like, you sort of embed pictures within stories and sort of set it up that way. And what's neat about it is that there's stories about all sorts of different things on here. But I'm going to show you guys how to briefly set it up so you can put your own on here. Okay. So the simplest way to do this. Okay. Upper right hand corner of the screen, you guys can see there's a plus sign. You can imagine what that means. That means new story.
Is it okay if ours isn't downloaded yet?
No, that's fine. Just watch me and then you'll catch up. So once you do this, you get to a screen that says import. The first thing you need to do, and this is important to know, so listen up to this part. The first thing you're going to have to do is put a picture on there. It doesn't need to be a permanent picture, but just in order to start it, you need a picture. So you just randomly grab something. I just would randomly grab something from my photo library, picture of my dog, and that starts the story. Okay? So now what you'll see here is you can put your title. Then once you do that, you can basically edit this like a Word doc. You just touch where you want, and then you can add your text just like that. And then what you would then want to do is once you guys add your stories themselves or your poems themselves, up in the upper center here, text, you can just put a normal piece of text in there, and you can see right there you can add it. You can add it right there, and then just put your text in right there. Simple as that. What I would recommend, how many of you guys have all saved it in Google Drive, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct? So what you can do is you can just go into Drive, copy your text, paste it in here, and it'll work just like that. Then when you're done here, and you click Publish, obviously you have to give your story a title. And what it'll do is it'll allow you to publish, just like that. And now your story is available anywhere you want. Now, if you want to then make it available to somebody else, down here, the mail link, if you click on that, what that's going to do is that's going to send a link to your story to somebody, and that'll be the link. You can access it on any device. You can access it on your laptop, etc., etc. Even though you have to write it here on the iPad, you can access it anywhere. Does that make sense? Now, do you guys have questions about this thus far? Pretty straightforward, right? Doesn't seem too much.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Will that text go over the picture or under the picture?
It'll go anywhere you want it to go. So
okay.
you can put it around the picture. You can even then delete your pictures once you. So if I were to go ahead and edit this story. If I wanted to edit this story, then what I would do is go in here. I could trash that picture if I wanted to, and move it someplace else, or cut it, copy it, paste it, all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So once you put in the picture, like I said, the picture itself is a placeholder. You can get rid of it as soon as you're done. So I would just like grab a quick picture and then take it off.
And they can take a picture off the internet and.
They could just pull it off their iPad.
You
So
guys
you can take a
know.
picture of your
You guys
desk.
know how to do all that stuff. Yeah.
Poetry.
Okay.
There you go.
Eric.
Alexander, do you have a question?
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Does that make sense to everybody? Anybody have questions about that?
How do we put our poem in?
What you're going to do is you're going to go into Drive, copy your poem, copy the text, paste it into Storehouse.
Should we only do the text of the title will be the title? Or
Exactly. Yeah. Title would go in the title spot. And then, but if you want, I don't know, depending on how you're going to end up making these look, you could always put it down there into the text as well. If you want to, like, if it's going to be titled like all the, like if it's going to be a title for all the poems,
Oh, yeah.
you might switch that out, but
Oh, yeah.
otherwise.
So will each page each poem will be on a page, if we can call that a page?
Yes, or it's not. Yeah, it's not even really a page anymore. It's sort of like you scroll down. So it's like you could set it up so that, like, let's say I edit this here, and I want to put text in, and I put my stuff in here, and then handheld's nerd, awesome autocorrect right there, and then want to go down somewhere else and add text down here. I can then add text down here, so the viewer would scroll down to see all the text. So it wouldn't be pages per se, they'd just be, as you scroll, you'll see sort of.
So when they're reading them in class on the finals day, they scroll down. It's not like a
Right, it's not like
it's
a
not
next
like a
page,
book
next page,
where you
right,
hit
it's
the
just
next
like-
page. Okay, and they can make a cover for it and stuff like
Yep,
that.
the cover
and
could
put
even be,
they can put that they're the editors. You know, this
Yeah.
is what the name of the magazine is. And
right, you can change the cover,
Right.
you can add pictures, change pictures, etc. Et
okay, cool.
Wait, Mr. Wells, our poem is just gonna be like our poem in a picture? Or are we gonna add?
So why don't you ask him about your options for that? So she's saying, is it just going to be, is each quote unquote page just going to be the poem in a picture? It could be just the poem without the picture. It could be the picture with the poem superimposed on top of the picture. It could be a design of some sort underneath, like if you wanted to do, maybe somebody wrote, I think somebody wrote a poem about spring, you might put some leaves or something in the.
Or
can
or if you had like regular artwork that you like if there was something up here, you could take a picture of that and put it on there as well as something. Anything that you can put, anything that you can pull through your camera, you can put on there.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Okay.
Other questions? Are you cool with that? Like I said, it's fairly straightforward, but if you have questions, you can let me know. Shoot me an email or let me know. I'll be downstairs, or I can even walk around here for a little while you guys work. I'm happy to do either as you guys need it. But
Yeah, they're not going to. We're not going to work on it today because we haven't quite figured out all the poems yet. But I think they'll work on it later on this week. But I think you're not necessarily here.
yeah, I'm out of town Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
All good? All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.